guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about how to stay focused while studying, and I will be sharing some personal tips as well. As a medical student, there is a lot of things to study. Over the years, I have found out some patterns and some tips that have worked very well for me. So make sure that you watch this video till the end. Hope that these tips help you as well. So the first thing you should keep in mind before starting to study is to make a rigid plan. So before you sit down to study, make sure that you set clear goals. For example, you need to write down the specific topics that you're going to sit and study. Clarity fuels your focus. So when you're extremely clear about what all things you are going to study, it really helps you to focus on that specific thing, and you don't waste time thinking about what you should study and what you should not study. So before you sit down, take a pen, take a paper, write down the topics you want to study. Be extremely specific. When I sit to study, I personally decide the subject one night before. For example, pathology, and on the day I sit to study, I write down the topics, whether it's meningitis or pneumonia or whatever. Be extremely specific with the topics and you will definitely feel more focused. The second tip is to eliminate distractions. When you eliminate the distractions, you automatically become more focused. What are the most common distractions we have? Yes, it's our cell phone. So I personally prefer to put my cell phone in aeroplane mode or mute all the notifications. Or the best thing you can do is to keep your cell phone in another room. So out of sight, out of mind is the most famous saying. So when the phone is not in front of you, you do not feel like looking at the phone and checking the phone all the time. So if you are distracted, please keep your phone outside the room or mute all the notifications, put your phone on aeroplane mode. This is the most important tip I've ever got, and it definitely helps you to improve your focus while studying. Now the third tip is to get everything before you start. For example, if you need the textbook, get your notebook, get the colorful pens you need, get extra papers, get whatever material you need while studying, so that you don't have to get up every time to get your things. This just wastes a lot of time. Attention span is already so less that when you get up to get things, it reduces more and it interrupts your attention a lot. So make sure you have everything around you, whatever you need, maybe your coffee, water bottle, whatever you need, and you will definitely feel more focused. The next most important thing is that breaks. Now everyone knows that they need to take breaks, but what you do in that breaks is extremely important. So in those breaks, do not use your phone. Try to do other things. You could listen to music, you could walk around, move your body, you could solve a puzzle, you could just read something else, maybe a storybook, you could just sit and talk to somebody in front of you, or just sit, close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Those breaks are extremely important, and maybe you can just recall whatever you have studied in those 45 to 1 hour span of time. So yes, taking breaks is important, but things you do in those breaks are even more important. So make sure that you're not using your phone in those breaks or doing anything else that makes your mind distracted from what you have studied. Fifth point is your posture. If you are laying on your bed and reading, you are going to doze off, because no matter how hard you try, you will sleep. So your posture really affects the way you study and how much focused you are. So make sure when you are studying, you try to sit straight and not lie on the bed. Even if you are studying on bed, try to sit and not sleep and study, because you will definitely doze off. Also, this is my theory that whenever your posture is right, the connectivity between your brain and spinal cord is extremely convenient, and so the impulses and the reflexes, all of that is much faster and efficient. So that is why I think you should sit straight while studying. The sixth tip is to active learning. Now what do I mean by active learning? Simply reading books is extremely boring and monotonous. So instead what you could do is, while reading, you could underline the points. You could use colorful pens and make notes. Engaging all your senses while studying can also help you improve your focus and you become more engrossed in that activity. So write down notes, write whatever you have learned, underline the things that are important. Basically, being active while studying can help you improve your focus a lot. Now the last point is to understanding your own body clock and sleeping pattern. If you feel sleepy after lunch and if you sit down to study after lunch, you're not going to be able to focus because you are going to be sleepy. This is your body clock and you need to understand your body clock. Personally for me, I cannot study after lunch. So I try to take a break in that 1 to 2 hours and try to study after that. If you feel extremely active in the morning, you should start studying in the morning. And if you feel active in the night, you could study in the night. Also, sleeping pattern is extremely important. If you do not have the adequate amount of hours of sleep, you will feel sleepy while studying, and feeling sleepy while studying affects your focus a lot. So make sure that you are slept well and you study in the time of the day when you feel more active. Automatically the focus will increase. So that is it. These are some 7 tips that I have shared in this video and I hope these help you out. Don't forget to like, share and comment. Thank you so much for the love you showed on the previous video. I will link that video in my description below. Please check it out. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I ask you all what type of videos you want. So you can feel free to ask me whatever you want on Instagram. Yes, that is it. Keep subscribing, keep loving, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.